Samina, waka waka, 60 million down the drain. Don't sing that fucking song again.
Arsenal fans are very happy at the moment. They don't have to sing Waka Waka. Kai Havertz did it again. They have now to hope that Viktor Gyokeres is going to be the man to score them goals. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ogs, your own brother. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment down below. Take 1 second only to help the channel, my friends, and it will be much appreciated. Let's cut the BS and go straight to the main point. Look at this Chelsea young fan, right? Animosity. The guy knows what it takes to be a Chelsea. Fighting with a grown-up man. A Palmeiras fan. But kid will be always kid. And yeah, it was good time to see that, people are having good time in the Club World Cup. Mauricio Pochettino, I don't know what I've done to get punished to this level, my friends. Everywhere I go, Pochettino follows me. Pochettino made my life miserable at Chelsea. Left Chelsea, lost in the final against the U17 of Liverpool. And then, boom, 6 million for holiday in the national team in America. This guy won't let me alone. Leave me alone, please. Last night, guess what? Bottle it again in the final of the Gold Cup. Yeah, that is what he does. Pochettino, I think he's a serial bottler.
Hello, my name is Mauricio Pochettino, but you can call me Mr. Bottle Jobs. Let's be honest, I'm becoming specialist in failure. I lost the Champions League final with Tottenham. When I joined the PSG, people expected me to win the treble immediately, because PSG are the only serious club in that French Farmers League. But you know what happened? I bottled the league. I also lost the French Super Cup. I mean, how can you lose when you have Mbappe, Messi, Neymar in your team and you have a bigger budget than all the teams in the league combined? It was embarrassing. At Chelsea, I lost the final of the League Cup against the Liverpool under-17 team. With the USA national team, I just lost the Gold Cup final. I'm a serial loser.
Alright, people, you got the point. Let's move on to some transfer news very quickly. Maignan, it's a goodbye. It's not going to happen anymore. He's not moving to Chelsea. He's staying at AC Milan. He's going to be their captain permanently now. And Chelsea have nobody to blame but themselves. I think 25 million was absolutely a steal for a world-class goalkeeper like him. And for Chelsea fans out there, get ready with one more season. Hard attack with Robert Sanchez, because Enzo Maresca doesn't rate Petrovic. So good luck to you Blues. Victor Osimhen, remember him? Manchester United really wanted to sign him, but ask him to reduce his wage, and he said, no, I'm not gonna take a pay cut. Listen, why would you take a pay cut when you were offered 45 million a season to go to Saudi, and then you stay in Europe hoping to play for big teams and perform in the Champions League and all that, and then somebody is telling you to take a pay cut, maybe get 200k a week, and in the UK they pay you that money. Almost half of that money is gonna go to the government. You pay tax. In Saudi, your money is your money. 45 million is in your pocket. So it's not about money necessarily, but you can't lowball him, because that is too little for somebody like Osimhen. And talking about Osimhen, Saudi haven't given up yet. Al Hilal still pushing. They hope that a deal can be found in the last stages. So who knows if Osimhen can't really find a team in Europe. Galatasaray really want to sign him, but they want to give him like 15 million a season or something. It's complicated. It's really way less money, but probably he's gonna sign for them again because nobody look like they want him in Europe, like let's say Chelsea and other big teams. So he could settle, be in Turkey, or he can just make a decision and say, you know what, I'm going to get the money, and that's it. For me, if I was him, Saudi got a good level. We saw it in the Club World Cup. If you play over there, you got a lot of money. It's still a good career. And remember, Theo Hernandez changed his mind. He rejected Al Hilal for so many times before the Club World Cup. He almost joined Atletico Madrid, but the last minute they managed to change his mind. So let's keep an eye open on this one because Osimhen could change his mind. Why not? Let's move on to the next topic. Mohammed Kudus. So this one is a little bit confusing. For a couple of days now, we heard that Mohammed Kudus' goal is to join Tottenham and only Tottenham. I don't agree on that. I think it's just fake news because if another club like Chelsea or Liverpool come calling with the money that West Ham are asking for, Kudus is going to prefer to go to them. But because those teams are not coming for him or are not really doing the necessary things to get him, now his camp is using a little bit of pride to say, we never wanted Chelsea to begin with. We just focus on Tottenham because Tottenham are the only team that are pushing for you. And we all know that Daniel Levy is very, very tough to negotiate with. They are trying to include the Champions League win clauses. Like, okay, we accept that we're going to pay 60 million to you, West Ham. But, you know, if we win the Champions League, we can give you money. So we're going to pay, let's say, 50 million and the 10 million if we win the Champions League. Come on. It's not realistic at the moment, even though it's not impossible. Last season, people said that Tottenham were not going to win anything, and they ended up by winning the Europa League. So nothing is impossible in football, but I think it's not really realistic, and I don't think that West Ham are going to be stupid enough to accept those kind of clauses. And you never know, never say never. Chelsea might jump into this opportunity and get the deal done. And what is going to be the narrative? The narrative now is going to change from Kudus only wanted Tottenham Hotspurs to what? You know what I mean? So talk is cheap, but if you connect the dot, there is no way Kudus is going to reject Chelsea. That is fake news. Arsenal are getting their man. They are getting him cheaper than the release clause. They're going to pay a lot of money though. Still 56 million plus 13 million in add-ons. Add-ons, again, they might be triggered if you don't win, or you don't, let's say you win the Golden Boot in the Premier League. And then you have more money, or you win the Premier League, or you win the Champions League. So those clauses, most of the time, they don't get reached. So they still spend around 70 million on this brother, but still a good price knowing how prolific he been and how Arsenal fans really wanted him, even though people tried a little bit to flip-flop in the end because they were sold also Sesko as Arteta's boy. But this guy, one thing is sure, he's going to score a lot of goals and Arsenal haven't found somebody like him for years. The only problem is like he's not good with his head. He's not good aerially. He's good connecting, dropping in the midfield, attacking, and then scoring. But in the Premier League, it's not going to be as easy as in the Portuguese league. But still, this brother is going to score a lot of goals for the Gunners. Moving on from Mr. Gyokeres to another Viktor. Viktor Boniface. Looks like Allegri want him at Milan. I think that Leverkusen team get dismantled. Everybody is sold now. And Erik ten Hag, who is the new manager, is going to have to restart a new project from scratches, to be honest with you. So Boniface to AC Milan, keep an open mind, it could happen. Another striker, Benjamin Sesko. Leipzig still asking for 100 million. I don't know what the obsession about every striker is 100 million at the moment. I think they're going to end up by reducing the price because Arsenal are out of the way now. Nobody is pushing. And they have to sell. They are not even in the Champions League. They can't afford to keep him. So 100 million is a lot of money. I don't think anybody is going to pay that money. Unless, let's say, if Liverpool, for example, managed to sell Darwin Núñez, or Manchester United managed to sell Højlund, they might jump into this opportunity the last minute, but I don't think anybody in their right mind is going to pay that money for Sesko. Luis Diaz has agreed a deal in principle with Bayern Munich. Well, he was also heavily linked with Barcelona, but Barcelona don't have really the money put together for him, and that's why they didn't even conclude the deal for Nico Williams. And Bayern Munich will now have to negotiate with Liverpool, who are believed to want 80 million. That is a lot of money, though. 80 million, I don't see Bayern Munich paying that money, but they can negotiate. Maybe 60 million is a good price. Let's wait and see what's going to happen. But something that I wanted to say about this guy, right? Diaz, on the day of Diogo Jota funeral, this brother refused to attend. He was in Colombia having a live stream, live party, all right, on whatever social media it was, enjoying, partying, drinking, dancing with a streamer. A streamer. No matter how that streamer is big in Colombia, no matter how good you are with, or you plan it for years or months and you couldn't cancel it, when something like this happen, you have to drop the party and go support the family of your friends who just passed away. And remember, Diogo Jota was there when Luis Diaz's dad was kidnapped. He was even holding the shirt and supporting Luis Diaz's dad. How can you do that? This is not even like a rumor. This is a live stream. People can see you are live. You are enjoying when your friend is in the coffin. I didn't appreciate that. I didn't like it. I hope that he apologized or something, but I think the damage is done. And yeah, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Let's jump very quickly to Rodrigo de Paul is getting closer to joining Lionel Messi at Inter Miami. So remember that he's the first bodyguard for Messi. Nobody touches Messi when de Paul is on the pitch. And I think Messi's bodyguard now need to watch his shoulder, because he could be replaced by somebody more closer to Messi. So all the jokes aside, I think it's going to be a very good signing for Inter Miami. And they're going to be, you know, closer, even closer. The Paul and Messi. Wow, what a duo. What a duo that is going to be. All right, let's finish this video very quickly by talking about Fenerbahce are about to get the deal done for Milan Skriniar from PSG. Skriniar, remember a few years ago, he left Inter Miami on free. He went to PSG. Unfortunately, it didn't work out for him that well because he's an old school center-back, absolutely world class when it comes to old school. But modern football, modern coaches, they like footballers or defenders that can play out from the back, and he's horrible playing from the back. And Jose Mourinho is going to play him just the way he used like Gary Cahill and some other old school center backs. So I think Jose Mourinho is going to get the best out of this brother. And talking about Jose Mourinho and Fenerbahce, I think next season is going to be very interesting because he got John Duran, he's getting Skriniar, he's getting absolutely amazing football players that can help him fight for the title next season.